Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Old Guy Plays 1969. And today we're launching another brand new series. This is an older game, but one of my favorites. This game goes back quite a few years. Probably one of the best in the series must be probably Master of Orion 2. If you don't mind the more basic graphics, you can certainly check that out. But this is an updated playthrough of it. And today we're going to play as the Terran Khanate. So let's flip over to the game here and let me go ahead and introduce you to all the races that are in the game. So I'm going to let those play through, and then we're going to select our race and actually set up the playthrough. So let's start here by selecting new game, and let's have a look at the races.
Hailing from the cloudy planet Altair, the proud Alkari are an old race of avian hominids. Although well known for their peaceful disposition, they are fierce in combat and will rarely back out of a fight if they believe they have just cause. The Skylord rules over the flock uncontested. He is the de facto commander of all Alkari fleets, crewed by highly skilled and disciplined soldiers. Their pilots are among the finest in the galaxy. Alkari religion permeates every aspect of their culture, and their zeal can oftentimes be confused with fanaticism. They believe the god of sky created the Alkari to gaze over every horizon, and have been driven into space to fulfill that calling.
Okay, and if you do end up playing with these guys, their actual leader is voiced by none other than Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. Move on here to the Balrathi.
The harsh Ursa system is home to the Balrathi, a ferocious warrior race committed to the preservation of nature. Fearless and brutal in combat, they rely on their strength to overcome opponents, while their heavily armored fleets withstand wave after wave of enemy attacks. Fiercely territorial, they are usually reluctant to strike the first blow, but they will go toe-to-toe with anyone who wanders into their domain. Their rich spiritual life revolves around the Hag, an elder who speaks for nature itself. It was the will of the Hag that pushed the Balrathi into space, as they sought to place the entire galaxy under their protection by any means necessary.
Okay, let's move on to the Darlok.
Elusive and paranoid, the Darlok of Nazine both crave and despise identity. Their shape-shifting nature puts them at odds with themselves as often as with other races, since they neither trust nor can be trusted. They constantly scheme in the shadows, while their agents hide in plain sight, gathering information to serve the purposes of the Cabal. Scavengers by nature, they pull together elements from different sources into mismatched but effective patterns. The Darlok eschew open conflict and would rather sap their enemy's strength or place them on a collision course with another race before moving in for the final blow.
Okay, and the human race?
After ages of internal conflict and faced with dwindling natural resources on their home planet of Earth, humanity finally came together to form a consolidated government, replacing the many nations once dotting its political landscape. This new government brought unification, eroding long-held distinctions based on race, color, creed, and gender. Humanity thrived and at long last reached for the stars. Now, out of the Sol system, the human republic arises.
The Klakon.
Deep in the caves of Koldon, the insect-like Klakon evolved to form the Hive, a unified consciousness stretching from drone to queen. As such, the industrious Klakon have no individual needs, no desires, and no ambitions other than the benefit of the Hive itself. This effectively makes them tireless workers and fearless warriors, each and every one willing to give their lives for the Hive. Having nearly exhausted their home planet, the Hive has begun its galactic expansion in search of more resources and room to grow.
And the Meklar.
Coexisting in a sprawling, jumbled network filled with incessant chattering voices and signals, the Meklar Combine is an artificial ecosystem of AIs from the planet Meklon. While most Meklar have distinct cybernetic bodies to allow them to interact with their environment, many reside as programs and subroutines of the main Combine cycle. Ruled by the Overseer routine, they are industrious, capable of producing infrastructure and large fleets in a very short time. But the constant buzz of opinions and endlessly iterating cycles of application requests and updates make them erratic and unpredictable.
And the Mershon.
The blazing savannas of Fieras gave rise to the ruthless warriors known as the Mershon. But their hot temper almost proved to be their undoing. After years on the brink of civil war, the Mershon Empress now rules over her pride without question. Mershons are willful and independent, and their long history as hunters has shaped their culture fittingly. They see themselves as the peak of predators, and any other life form who crosses their path is regarded as fair game. They often strike out against even their closest allies just for the sport of battle. They are easily offended and will pursue relentlessly anyone they feel has slighted them, heedless of the consequences.
The Cylons.
Under the supervision of the controller at Mentar, a sprawling network of Cylon communities comprise the Quanta. Devoted to the unraveling of the mysteries of the universe, each quantum investigates independently in order to contribute to the knowledge of the whole. The Cylon are a peaceful race and only keep fleets of highly advanced warships as defensive measures. Brilliant researchers, they are often ahead in the technological race, yet seldom seem to take advantage of their superiority. Instead, they prefer to trade for new discoveries while shielding themselves from the rest of the galaxy in order to continue investigating in peace.
And
primal in their ways, the cold-blooded Sakra from the planet Sla seem uncouth and unenlightened to many of the other races. However, their hulking forms and rustic rituals belie an enduring memory that has helped them reach the stars. They are lorded over by the Hierarch, a long-lived progenitor, and in a very literal sense, the father to much of the brood. His main concern is for his offspring, whether acquiring colonies for them to reproduce or securing the resources necessary for their survival. It follows that the Hierarch adopts a familiar and fatherly tone towards those he regards as allies. To the Sakra, everyone is either part of the family or a hated enemy.
the Sakra, yeah, pretty warlike race. Silicoids.
Alone in their unique composition, the Silicoid are an ancient race of silicon-based life forms from the planet Chrysalon. Their impressively long lifespans and abysmally low birth rates have resulted in a civilization of relatively few individuals with lots of experience. The oldest among them is known as the Keystone, ruler of the Silicoid and speaker for the Crag. As outcasts among other alien races, they see other races as fleeting, temporary blurs that leave nothing behind but trouble for the Crag.
Okay, and then we're going to skip over the ones I'm going to play because I'll get them read to you last. So the Illyrians.
Born of the myriad islands of Draconis, The Ilarians are a feudal civilization with a rigid caste system and immutable gender roles. At the top of their social order sits the Grand Marshal of the fiefdoms, a warrior of great renown who binds all the Ilarians to her will through her military prowess. Only females may enter military life at any rank. Males are relegated to the college forums, where they form the philosopher caste, always studying and pushing their race's strange mental powers to new limits.
In the Nolan League.
The Nolan League is a tightly knit confederacy of traders based in the Nol system. The title of Commodore of the League is the highest rank a Nolan can attain. Any trader bold or lucky enough may hold this highly sought-after position, representing the Nolans in all official affairs. The League is well known for its seemingly endless fortune, both in goods and luck. Nolans are cunning merchants and ruthless moneylenders who would rather pay off an enemy than fight them. However, their vast material wealth usually allows them to fund large fleets on short notice should they feel the need to take the field.
And the Talarians.
In the depths of the otherworldly oceans of Trilar, the Trilarian shoal is governed by the Stinger, half dictator and half messianic figure. His tentacled subjects worship old gods fashioned around folk tales and cryptic mythology, whose darker undertones clash with their generally friendly disposition towards other races. They are willing to coexist with other races and rarely seek open conflict, but they are capable of quickly turning to strike when they believe it is in the will of their deities to do so.
Okay, and then we have the custom race down here, which allows you to go through different things. You can make them look like any one of the races that I just introduced you to. And of course, you can name your leader. You got 20 points there that you can go ahead and assign wherever you like them. So let's go back here and meet the Terran race, which is the race that I'm going to play with today.
It was during the darkest times of human history that the Age of the Khans dawned. All over their homeworld, civil unrest was mounting as society crumbled under the weight of deviancy, corruption, and greed. Mankind was poised to destroy itself in a tidal wave of chaos and despair when the first of the Khans rose to power. His callous rule was one of drastic measures of cullings and purges. Castes were established, dissidents were hushed, and little by little the race was forced to survive. Following his example, the Terran Khanate has continued to secure the survival of their species and now seeks to guarantee its place in the galaxy for generations to come.
Okay, so that is all the races. Now, just for fun, I did look up who did a lot of the voiceovers. So when they originally put this game together, they paid some big name actors to go ahead and voice the different races. So the Klakons and the Cylon Emperor are voiced by Tony Baker. And I guess he did some voicing on The Last of Us. The Bolrathi Empire and the Meklar Advisor and the Meklar Emperor, I guess, is voiced by J.B. Blanc. The Marchand Empress is voiced by Kat Cresadia, if I'm pronouncing that right. The Human Emperor is voiced by Star Trek's John Delancey, Q, and the overall narrator is done by Michael Dorn. The Terran leader that I'll be using today is voiced by none other than Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund. And the Darlock Advisor and the Marchand Advisor are voiced by Nika Flutterman. And the Klakon Emperor is Gene Gilpin. And like I said at the beginning of the video, Mark Hamill does the Arkari Emperor. And John Cassiter does the Akari Advisor. Misty Lee does the Silicoid Advisor. Samala Lee Montao does the Terran Advisor. Nola North does the Darklar Empire and Sakra Emperor. Dwight Schultz is the GNN news desk coordinator. You might know him from some other famous TV shows in Star Trek. He played the character Barclay, and I think he was, also in the one where they drive around with the van and got Mr. T. The name of that show isn't coming to mind right at the moment. Probably will later once I'm done recording the video. And then Robert Craig Smith does the Sakura Advisor, and Fred Tatasclor does the Barelrothi Emperor and the Sectoid Emperor. Alan Tudyk does the Cylon Advisor, and Carrie Walgreen does the female GNN anchor. So some big names in there. I don't know if you'll recognize any of those folks, but they do a lot of voiceover work in a lot of very popular games. All right, so enough with that, and we'll move on to the introductory video of the Terran Empire. Once we get this set up. So I think we're going to go with a spiral galaxy, so it mimics our own. We'll go with large size, average galaxy age. We'll go with post-warp, so this means we're already in space. Difficulty level, we'll leave it normal. AI opponents. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move those down to 5 so that there's only 6 of us in the galaxy. Just so you got a little bit of space, because if you go with all the races right away, there's a good chance within scanning a system or two you're going to bump into somebody. And I'll be honest, the AI in this game is very aggressive. If it sees another ship, it will go after it. So in the beginning, you're trying to build up your homeworlds a little bit so that you can establish a footing. So that's the reason why I'm going to put those at that level. Now, in here, of course, you can do the advanced settings, and you can put on what racial traits you want, the research speed, all that. By default, the score is right here, so the game will actually end after 500 turns. Now, the reason why I'm going to keep that off, I find a lot of times before you get the foothold, you're 300 turns in, so I'm going to leave that off. And let's go ahead and get started.
After centuries of strife and misery, the age of the Khans began. It was a time of great struggle when dire circumstances called for radical solutions under ruthless and unwavering leadership. The price was dear, but through the iron rule of the Khans, mankind survived. Having pacified their home world of Alpha Ceti, the Terran Khanate now seeks to expand its territories to secure the rightful place of humans in the galaxy until the end of time.
And here we are in our home system of Alpha Ceti Prime. Okay, so let's have a look at the galaxy here. It looks like we're down in the lower corner. Start this off, so lots of worlds here to explore and look for. Like I said, we're starting off here. Looks like we got an asteroid belt over here, which used to be Ceti Alpha 2. Now, I know they don't want to say anything because it could be, infringing on other AIs and other IPs of things in other games. But if you're familiar with Star Trek, the Khans were left by Captain Kirk on Ceti Alpha, and then in the Wrath of Khan, of course, Ceti Alpha 2 exploded and threw the Axis off of this planet and made it a barren wasteland. Well, anyway, that's why Khan goes after Kirk. But yeah, we'll talk about movies some other day. Anyway, so this is Alpha Ceti Prime. So our starting ships here, we got a colony ship, so we can immediately go somewhere, and then we have a frigate and a scout. So I'm going to select those two ships, and I'm going to see what's off to our right here. This ship here, I am going to put around the asteroid field and just park it there for now.
Our engineers await your command, Khan.
And let's start with our research. Now, of course, you can open the research tree and go this route. This is good if eventually you're looking to unlock a particular technology. I'm okay with playing it this way. So these here, with the little circles in the corner, these are recommendations from your advisors. So your military recommends this.
The Office of Economic Proceedings expects great benefits from this research.
Your science.
The engineers of the Council of Applied Science are anxious to research this technology.
And your
The
social.
Political Bureau is demanding we focus on this application.
But again, the choice is always up to you. Let's have a look here. So this will give us farms and biospheres. Colony base, military outpost, and missile base. Okay, so even though this is going to take a while,
Brilliant.
I want to do this one first because these little points here in the solar system, you can build a little base there. And I find the AI is not quick to jump into your system, or even pirates to jump into your system to attack you if you have one of those bases set up. So I'm going to get the technology to unlock that right away. And then in our home world, you can, move people around to put them wherever you want, or you can just use these templates here and tell the people to go ahead and build. You don't have to do this micromanaging if you don't want to. You can also put the world on auto build if you want and let it just go ahead and build whatever. Yeah, but I like to micromanage everything. It's more fun for me that way. All right, so the first thing I'm going to build here is a civic transport. So basically what that is going to do, and then I'll build secondly the automated factory. What that's going to do, it's going to take one of these pops off of our planet. And we're going to need that to go with the colony ship, because the colony ship only lands one pop on a planet. And the more pops you have, the more production it'll spit out. Now, if you're familiar with 4X games, it's a common theme in a lot of them. If you really want to get in depth with that kind of stuff and have a lot of things to manage, check out Stellaris, which is also a game that I may cover at some point, but it's a very, very long learning curve on that one. So if you like something a little bit easier, this one I definitely recommend. So let's continue on here. Now, like I said, we're going to park these guys. Okay, so we've discovered the Harig system, which branches off into two other systems. Okay, so let's explore this planet. What is it? It's a giant gas ball. High gravity. So we're not settling on that. So let's check with the next one in the system. Okay, so our frigate's ready. We'll put that over with the colony ship. Oop. Another cool thing that you can do here as well. Okay, let's have a look at this world. It's small, it's arid. The materials on it are poor. It's got low gravity. And it can only produce 9 pops overall. So, it's one of those planets you can take, but it's not great. Another thing you can do if you want to speed things along, you can tick this on, and then when you unlock a technology or something happens on your homeworld, the game will stop. If not, it'll just continually tick turns. So I'll leave that on a moment so that you can see that work. Ooh, this looks promising. A tiny Terran ultra-rich normal gravity with exotic plant life. What does that give us? Amounts of rare plants useful in various medical treatments. Population growth and research rates are higher than normal. Okay, this is a nice planet to want to grab. I'm going to flag this one so that we don't forget about it. It only supports 7 pops, so it's not going to take long to build it up, but it'll allow us to secure this region as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these 2 ships, and we're going to move them over. Oh, those guys didn't go with them. Let's get them going. These guys. Let's see what's in this system. There, see, you've seen a couple of jump ups by having this on. So kind of 3 turns passed before we got a chance to move again, because there was nothing significant that happened. We do have an anomaly that was detected over here. These are definitely good to check out. They can have different things.
You come across the broken remains of an unbelievably advanced alien research facility. Only one of its consoles seems to be in working order. It takes some of your brightest scientists to decipher a small amount of the data from within it, but it is enough to spearhead a new technological breakthrough.
Nice. So originally we were looking to do a research for biospheres, I think, but now we've automatically been given the technology.
We've salvaged what we could from the alien wreck.
So that's good. Oh, yeah, so we were still doing this one. 51 turns.
Excellent.
We need to switch to this. We'll go back to the other thing afterwards. Fleet needs orders. Well, can't tell them to land there until we colonize first. And a fleet needs orders again. And nice pretty cutscene. All stuff that's been very, very well done for this game, I might say, in my opinion. Now, of course, you can watch those for every planet, but once you've seen them, you'll probably end up like me. You're going to end up skipping them. So what do we want to build here first? Well, we want our pops to be able to be secure, so probably go with biospheres. Now, there's a little dash by these, and the reason for that being is it's not going to build this because it's doing all it can right now to keep this one pop alive by trying to reproduce and create more people on the planet. That's why I sent these guys out to unload them. So now if we go here, we'll see it'll take 20 turns to build a biosphere and a biodome, which will increase the overall population of the planet and allow us to have more people on it. So let's do that. And let's go back to City Alpha. So in one turn, we're going to have this automated factory. And then I'm going to build a space factory because that's what builds those outposts. And in one more turn, that'll be done. Or you could buy it outright. Okay, so this here is a space monster, space dragon. Now, right now, I currently have the news network off. So I will go into the options here. And I will turn that back on just so that you can see that. And then I'm going to turn it off again because it's a little annoying after a while. Okay, so this thing will attack you. It shows the overall strength of it is 179 with 327 defense compared to me of 3. I don't know if I'm going to hang around because this every turn will jump from planet to planet. And if it jumps on the one your ship's on, kiss them goodbye. So in reality, in a way, this system is kind of secure because all the other alien races would have to deal with that guy if they move into that system. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reveal this one. So that's a gas giant. And then I think we're going to hightail it out of here. Hopefully it doesn't... Ah, crap. And main reason why I took this risk is just so I could show you. So this thing is going to go ahead and kill us immediately. But if you want to, you can take command and try to do full control or assisted control. I usually just like to go with the cinematic and get it done. Oh, that's pretty scary. These are our ships. Should speed it up. Because we are not going to last against this. Yep. So we lost 2 ships. That's going to kill things because now we can't go out and explore anything. All right. But we do got one new planet, and I think now I'll just let some turn skip maybe. Yeah, get the space factory, and then build the biodome there. And we're gonna need a new frigate and a new scout. Fleet needs orders. All right, so our little space factory. The only thing I can do with him right now is I can either mine for research or mine for gold. So in this case, I think I'm going to mine for research because it'll up our research by 5 up here, which allows us to get those technologies faster. Research is finished. Hydroponic farm and death spores. Computers will take 9 turns. Electronic computer research laboratory. All this stuff is in prep.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna take that one because, like I said, I want to be able to build star bases. Oh, it looks like we have a leader coming to us, so we can hire this guy outright for 40 BC, and then he'll supply a 10% increase in food with whatever colony's on, plus give us some counter espionage by about 3%, because eventually you're going to be able to build spy bases and send spies in and try to assassinate leaders. It's pretty brutal after a while. All right, so we're going to assign them, I think, to the new world that we just established. Take a couple of turns for them to get there. And we really don't know where anything is going to be coming in at us, so I'm just going to leave that there for now. Turn this off. Okay, so we have our frigates ready. Bend the 64 and get the scout, but I'll just wait because that's going up next turn, and then we'll get some farms building in here. We'll just rest these guys here. Choose a production over here. Okay, let's do the farm, because in that way our population will increase, and the more people, the more work we can get done. Okay, and our scout will rest that one turn. And now we have both ships again, and now we can go exploring again. So let's find out what's up here at this white star. Yeah.
My liege, a moment, please.
New research. So these are orbital batteries or missile bases. They essentially do the same thing.
Our engineers have
pick
made a
one.
new discovery, my liege.
And now let's see if we can get those
Marvelous.
computers, so we can get more research. Discovered another system. Looks like pirates are right there. 2 pirate raiders, so there might be pirates in this system. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thing is, we're never going to get a starbase built in time here. So I'm gonna have to make this thing run. I wonder if an ironclad can take those things out. I'm thinking it might. So let's start building that. Medium swamp, abundant, normal. This will be a good planet for us to colonize. pirates definitely didn't come from there, so.
Our engineers have made a new discovery, my liege.
Update the blueprints. Now you can just hit upgrade all and it'll upgrade all the stuff on the ship, but you can redesign the ships if you want. You can move the missiles around and play with different stuff. I sometimes want to do that if I want to build like bombers or something like that, because the game out of the box doesn't really come with a dedicated bombing unit, but where I'm playing with the 5X mod, it does. You have the bomb catch and you have the ironclad, so some different ships.
Our engineers await your command, Khan.
Physics laser cannons, press prospecting, Geonosis warehouse, gem and gold scanner, mineral scanner. I think we'll go for this. Computers. Now, can I buy this? Yes. I'm gonna blow all my money. And why? Because I got this pirate ship over here and I don't want them setting up an embargo on my planet. Let's see if we can get rid of these guys. Back. This is favorable for us. I think they did a good job on this too, even though it's kind of basic and it does repeat itself. Still kind of fun. Alright. I like ×2. Does jitter. Not much you can do about that. It is an older game. Ooh, we took some hits there. There's one of them gone. There's the other one. Okay, well, we destroyed them, but we took some damage there big time. Yeah, we're about half. So to get your ships repaired, you either got to dock them at a starbase or send them back to a occupied planet. Well, let's do that. Get our research lab going. And now we can build military starbase. Got to see what's going on down this one. Probably will build a starbase right here as a choke point as well. We got this choked off because of the space monster in there. Ironclad rest here. Okay, found out what was up here. There's a planet that we could... Oh, there's an anomaly up here. Let's go after that. Production. I think we need to build a colony ship here. And a civic transport to go with it. Who's this?
Welcome to my chamber, Wayfarer. I am the stinger of the Trilarian shoal, and guardian of her shores.
Okay, so I wonder where their home system is. They definitely had to sneak through the space alien to get over here, that's for sure.
The anomaly turns out to be a derelict ship.
Nice, it's a bomb
floating
catch.
eerily empty with no...
Let's get a marine barracks. At least 2 people are advising we should have that here. We'll do that. Now, if I want to, I could be a jerk, go here and blow up his scout so that he doesn't get to see the rest of the universe. And you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. I really don't want him cutting through my space. I really don't. Let's move back. Rest. Okay. So. Okay, so now we have the bomb catch frigate and a scout. I want to see what's going on over here. I also don't want to leave this unprotected, so I think I'm going to throw one ship over here, orbit around that planet, while it's a rest and set up a blockade, and these two guys, get them traveling to this system, see what's over here. Research. We can go deep scanners, allows the ship to reveal planets as soon as they pop into the system, or we can get our energy weapons increased by 25%. Well, I think we're going to do this one.
Our engineers have made a new discovery, my liege.
Okay. And now I think we will do this one because it'll only take 3 turns. Okay, we got our colony ship. Let's just, well, let's just head there. Decisions.
Is GNN.
There we go.
Galactic News Network.
In its aimless roaming through the galaxy, the Klakon Hive has stumbled upon a heap of ruins of mysterious origin. Reports of bone-related skull-bashing incidents remain unconfirmed.
And that should give you an example of why that eventually is skipped to food production. Okay, I'm gonna move over here to this gas giant because you can mine these for gold. Set that up here. Choose a production over here on City Alpha. All right, skip missile batteries because we've got to have defense. We'll rest this for a turn. This cleans up the pollution if you have some on your planet and increases production by 2. This will reduce the cost of building stuff. I'm gonna go at reduced cost.
Our engineers have made a new discovery,
And
my
now we
liege.
can do diplomacy with other races. And we'll do physics.
Brilliant.
Like there was an anomaly detected over here. So, let's get that anomaly first.
Arriving at the anomaly,
Oh.
your fleet spots an abandoned container filled with rare minerals floating unguarded in open space. You tell...
And we also discovered this other system up here with 4 planets in it. These guys are going to automatically move back to a starting position. You can't change direction of your fleet mid-warp, I guess you'd call it. Okay. So I have an ironclad here now. Let's take the civilian transport, get that up here. Move the ironclad over there and rest them.
Our engineers have made a new discovery, my liege.
Neutron blaster and laser cannons. Let's upgrade all the ships that can, so it'll be the destroyer and the ironclad.
Our engineers await your command, Khan.
Flash shields, ECM jammer, or more biology, so that we can do more on planets. Power. Colony base fusion drive. Or I can go right to cruisers. I think what I'm going to do is do the biology. You got to kind of want to go back and forth. You want to do a little planet, a little ship, a little planet, a little ship. But you always want to be thinking about your fleet. Like I said, the alien races are aggressive. Let's colonize this. Laura Prime. And I think at some point too, I think if you want to, yeah, you can rename the systems. You can rename the planets if you want to. Okay, so here, let's set up, still on the do farming.
This is GNN.
The Terran Comet has grown in strength.
Do. Okay. So with that new technology, all the worlds are revealed to us. So click off my ship here. I want to see what these planets are. Tiny swamp abundant with seagrass with low gravity. Not a good planet. Olas 2. Olas 2, maximum 15 pop, large ocean poor. For minerals, normal gravity. Fossil fuels. Yeah. We want that planet, maybe. Large Gaia planet. Oh, with 20 pop. Normal gravity. Okay. We definitely want the system up here. I gotta get down here. I gotta build a colony ship right away. Start building, and also let's build another civic transport. And let's change the priority on this. Okay. Start here. Yeah, I don't see an exit out of this system, so that's actually quite good. So nobody's getting that, so that is nice. Choose production over here, so. Let's build a star base, and the reason why I'm going to do that is because that ups this number. This number is how many ships you can have, and the other number is how many ships you got. So you don't want that going over, because then it'll really suck up on your resources. I think we're going to go it alone now with the scout. Come show me what's down here. Okay, and build an outpost here. Third. Okay. Just yeah, one pop is on that planet, and these guys we want to settle down on here. Get them building. For food. And here we could hire a ship commander. So help increase getting more leaders. They got 10% missile attack on Antarans and space monsters, and they also will give us an additional 10 command points, so that'll up this. So let's hire that guy. And then it wants to know what ship we're going to put him on. So we have a frigate and iron class here. Bomb catch it around this planet, and a space factory. I think we're going to put him on the ironclad. It's the best ship we have.
I believe we should test the waters again.
Okay, so they want us to put emissaries on both planets. That will eventually allow you to, kind of look and see what the other guy has. So we'll do that. We'll be friendly with these guys. Okay, so Ribara's system was discovered, and we've also discovered a pirate fleet. Okay, so they have 4 raiders coming in here. What do I have up here? Just one bomb catch. I do not like this at all. I build batteries or something here. Can, but it'll take like 34 turns. Building a ship in here takes a while too. Don't have a lot of money. Well, let's go up here to intercept. They may do some damage, wipe out that poor catch I got up there until I get up there. Not really much else I can do. Okay, so what do we have here? Barren, abundant planet. Normal gravity with archaeological ruins. Another Gaia world with low gravity. Our pops won't fare well on that one. But, you know, it's a good planet. And it possibly could choke off this other system. Let's see what's in that system. Yeah, my victory chances are terrible. So they're going to end up blowing that up, I think. Try to retreat. No, couldn't save the ship. Alright, so City Alpha. We're going to come up here to the Gaia planet. Yeah. Colony ship going here. Nuru was discovered and a revolt started at Laura Prime. Well, that's because there's an embargo because those pirate ships are around there.
Our engineers have made a new discovery, my liege.
This will give us fungal farm, seagrass, fungus scooter, extra housing, and deep industries. All good stuff. Spy center, beryllium armor, colony base, fusion drive.
Brilliant.
Let's do that one. Well, so, yeah, let's continue on just a couple more turns. Let's see if I can do something about this up here. Abundant toxic world with active volcanoes. Bet you that's where the water people came from. Okay, City Alpha. Go up here.
I believe we should test the waters again.
They want to set up trade. Well, that will improve for gold. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Saying that I have better defense and better offense, so that I should win this. So let's get in here. Take these idiots on. Bloody pirates. They're a nuisance. Does tell me one thing though, I gotta get this system choked off with some kind of defense. Oh, God, I think we lost our frigate. Wow. We won, but at a high cost. We really got beat up there. Okay, well, we're gonna end up leaving our ship right here. Let's upgrade them, first of all. We did unlock some technologies. Okay, fleet needs new orders. Well, you're gonna stay there and heal up. And since you guys are done there, the system's protected. I'm going to move you guys up here. I got to get a star base built up there. And these guys here are going to colonize the Gaia planet. Best planet to get if you can find these. Building here. Fleet needs orders. Okay, so who did we find here? green. I'd say that they're the Sakura. Oh my god, they got jump gates already? Oh. Let's go. It'll probably get killed, but let's send it up this way. Unload our people. Okay, so we got a fairly good start here. We got 4 systems. We do got a choke point here, which is good. We got the alien thing in here. I'm going to try to get a choke point established here. So that's my introductory into Master of Orion. This is episode 1. If you're liking what you're seeing so far, give me a like and subscribe to the channel, which would be awesome. And I'll see you in the next one. This is Old Guy Plays 1969. Until next time, see ya.